Hello everyone. It's been a real long time since I last uploaded. There's been a whole lot going on with life that I just couldn't find the time to do YouTube. Back in 2021 at my former place of employment, I was injured on the job. Tripped over a neglected pipe under the ice machine and it felt like something in my left foot ripped in half. I was diagnosed with CRPS, which is chronic regional pain syndrome. I will be in pain for the rest of my life. Resting, my left foot has a constant pins and needles feeling, and anytime I walk on it, it feels like stepping on broken glass. I went under multiple treatments and therapies, but they didn't help much at all. I'm able to exercise a little bit, and that somewhat helped my gait return to normal, but the pain hasn't changed one bit. I cannot get dressed while standing, I have to shower while sitting on a stool, and the lightest touch against my left foot causes a lot of discomfort. It's a sharp, stinging pain. I recently started medication that helps with anxiety, depression, and nerve pain all at once. But I'm honestly not holding out for it to help nerve pain. Most medications I took for nerve pain didn't help. I'm usually able to distract myself from the pain if I'm preoccupied with gaming or drawing. Though it's a bit harder to focus on drawing with the pain, so I'm always listening to podcasts or music to make my brain think of anything other than the pain to help me draw. The pain has significantly slowed down my art process though, and that's been really difficult for me to come to terms with, because art has been my escape from the harsh reality of our world. I'm extremely passionate about creating, and it breaks my heart that I've been stifled. I'm currently working on a personal project, a romance comic based around my two characters, Anner Nanners and Dublin, Ireland. It's a Toontown corporate clash webcomic called Defective Heart. This is the first time I've done a hand-drawn full-length comic. Again, the rate at which I release parts is going to be a bit slow due to CRPS, but I'm going to see it through to the end no matter how long it takes. Defective Heart is about a zany, empathetic cat toon, Anner Nanners, who meets a unique double talker with only one head. Because of his one head, he's ostracized by his fellow lawbots and called a defect. Nanners doesn't see him that way and tries to befriend him and show him he's not alone. Dublin is extremely reluctant to this friendship and merely tolerates her because she was nice to him. But a lot changes when Dublin does one thing that changes Nanners' perception of him and she falls in love with him, and now he's in a deeper hole he originally dug himself into. I will be hosting this webcomic on Webtoon, Comic Fury, Newgrounds, and my website. As YouTube videos go, I have stepped away from Gmod animation for a long while. I actually haven't used it for any animation in a very, very long time. Will I ever return to Gmod animation? I don't know. But I'm gonna be doing my best to play games for you all now that I have a proper gaming PC and recording setup, as you may have noticed in my last video that I shared of me playing Repo with some of my real-life friends. So if there are any games you'd like me to play, feel free to let me know. Odds are I might already have some of the games you'd like me to play because I've got a huge backlog of games I haven't even touched since they released because I wanted to play them for YouTube. You can imagine how nuts it's been avoiding spoilers for games that are years old, but that's alright. As of making this video, my library lists 582 horror games, a large amount I haven't even touched yet, so there's plenty of stuff for me to do. Also, the Elder Scrolls Oblivion's remaster just got leaked and I am so excited! Are the games going to be any good? I don't know, but I'm happy to experience them at least once. Please don't be upset if I don't play a game you suggest. There are several factors that prevent me from playing games. One could be the creators are controversial and aren't really good people. 2 could be the games simply don't appeal to me. 3 could be they use AI-generated voices and or images. As an artist, I hate generative AI. It's lazy, bad for the planet, and is outright stealing from other people. This channel is extremely anti-generative AI, and if there's ever a point I play a game and it suddenly drops an AI-generated voice or image on me, I will stop playing immediately. I will try my hardest to avoid games like this. Unfortunately, I really don't have much a way of knowing unless I try it myself or watch someone else play it. But there is something good about Steam, and that's the disclosure people have to use if their game has generative AI. So I'll be carefully looking over games before I play them if they're available on Steam. I don't have to worry about this with older games, but any games after 2022, I will be looking for that disclosure if it's on Steam. During my absence, I've also had a lot of time to figure things out about myself when it came to my identity and how I wanted to present myself. I identify as androgynous, which is a term under the non-binary umbrella. Androgen refers to a gender identity that is a blend of both binary genders or neither, often described as between female and male. I physically am an androgynous-looking person. I've oftentimes confused a lot of people when I was working with the public and frequently was called sir, ma'am, so I rolled with it. I use she, her, or they, them pronouns, so whichever you're more comfortable with calling me is all good with me. This channel is a LGBTQ+ safe space and has zero tolerance for bigots, homophobes, transphobes, exclusionists, or anything of the sort. That's all I really wanted to say. I will try my best to have a consistent schedule with videos, but I can never be sure with how things are. Despite that, I'm very happy a lot of you are still around, and there are no amount of words I can use to express my gratitude for you all staying, even though it's been years. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.